On my channel, I spend a lot of time talking about 401ks, taxes, contribution limits, fees, etc. Those topics are important, but after years of working in the retirement plan industry, I've learned something else that matters just as much. Most people don't fail at retirement because they picked the wrong mutual fund. They fail because of everyday habits. Recently, one of my viewers suggested that instead of focusing on investments, we talk about spending decisions that can quietly impact retirement success. And honestly, I think that's a great idea because you can have the perfect investment strategy. But if your money is constantly flowing towards things that don't add value to your life, it's much harder to build long-term wealth. So today, I'm sharing 8 habits that can potentially add hundreds of thousands of dollars to your retirement savings over time. None of these habits require a higher salary. None require taking on more investment risk. They're simply small decisions that can have a surprisingly big impact over the years. So let's get started. Habit number 1, the substitute win. The first habit is what I call the substitute win. This isn't about eliminating everything you enjoy. It's about finding lower cost alternatives that still make you happy. Maybe it's making coffee at home a few days a week. Maybe it's preparing lunches instead of eating out every day. Maybe it's replacing DoorDash with cooking at home. So let's say you free up $150 a month. That may not sound life-changing, but if that $150 is invested and earns an average annual return of 7% after 30 years, it could grow to approximately $183,000. Think about that. A relatively small monthly habit could potentially turn in 6 figures for retirement. Habit number 2, using a cooling off period for major purchases. That habit is simple. Before making a significant purchase, wait at least 24 hours, sometimes even longer. This is especially important for things like vehicles, furniture, electronics, or other large expenses. Let's use vehicles as an example. I'm not saying that everyone should drive the cheapest car possible. It simply means you should understand the long-term trade-off before making the decision. For example, let's say you choose a vehicle that costs $400 less per month, and the loan lasts 5 years. If you only invest that $400 during a 5-year loan period and then you stop, you'd contribute $400 times 60 months, that's $24,000. So if that $24,000 remains invested for the next 25 years at 7%, it could grow roughly $130,000 to $140,000. And that number becomes even larger if you make a lifestyle change rather than that one-time car decision. So if choosing a less expensive vehicle frees up $400 per month and you consistently invest that difference over time, it could potentially grow to nearly $500,000 over 30 years. That's the power of turning a lifestyle choice into a long-term investing habit. Habit number 3, think in pre-tax dollars. Here's a mental trick that can completely change how you view spending. When you see a $100 purchase, don't think of it as $100. Think about how much you had to earn to have that $100 available to spend. For someone in a 22 federal tax bracket, they would need to earn $128 before taxes to have $100 left to spend. When you start viewing your purchases through that lens, you naturally become more selective. You begin asking yourself, was this item really worth the work it took to earn this money? And that's a powerful question. Habit number 4, audit your subscriptions. This one may be the easiest habit on today's list. Take 15 minutes and review your bank statements and your credit card statements. Look for subscriptions you forgot about, streaming services you rarely watch, apps you no longer use, memberships you stopped benefiting from, cable TV you hardly ever watch. Many people can easily find $25 to $50 per month in recurring expenses they don't even miss. If you redirect just $50 per month into retirement savings and earn 7% annually, that money could grow to approximately $61,000 over 30 years. Not bad for just spending 15 minutes reviewing your statements. Habit number 5, the asset rule first. This is one of my favorite habits. Before buying a non-essential item, invest an equal amount for your future. For example, if you want to buy a $500 gadget, put that $500 into your retirement account, brokerage account, or other investment account first. Then buy the gadget if you still want it. That habit creates balance. It allows you to enjoy life today while making sure your future self benefits too. Habit number 6, turn every payoff into an investment. Have you ever paid off a car loan and then wondered where the extra money went? That's because lifestyle creep tends to fill the gap. Whenever you pay off any debt, cancel a subscription, or eliminate an expense, immediately redirect that amount into savings or investments. Don't wait, automate it. So if you've been paying $250 per month on a loan and the loan ends, increase your retirement contribution by $250. Your lifestyle stays the same, but your wealth starts growing faster. Habit number 7, spending according to your values. Frugality isn't about being cheap. It's about being intentional. The goal isn't to cut everything. The goal is to spend generously on what truly matters and reduce spending on things that don't matter. Maybe travel brings you joy. Maybe it's spending time with your family. Maybe it's hobbies, experiences, or creating memories. Focus your money there. At the same time, be willing to cut back on expenses that don't really improve your life. That's not deprivation. That's prioritization. Habit number 8, celebrate small wins. Every time you resist an unnecessary purchase, move that money somewhere productive. Maybe it's $5, maybe it's $20, maybe it's $50. Transfer it into a brokerage account, IRA, or high-yield savings account. That creates an immediate reward for making a smart financial decision. Instead of getting satisfaction from spending, you'll begin getting satisfaction from building wealth. And over time, that mindset can shift and become incredibly powerful. When people think about retirement success, they often focus on investment performance. Many times, the biggest difference comes from behavior. Small habits repeated consistently over the years can create extraordinary results. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to give up everything you enjoy. You simply need to be intentional with your money and make choices that align with the future you want to create. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which one of these 8 habits do you think you can make and would make the biggest difference in your financial life? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's working toward a more secure retirement future. Thanks for watching.